That's wonderful. You have many more miles to travel then, Richard. All right, that's great. Many years ago, one of my good friends who was very active in the Sister City organization, Janice Brevik, who's here tonight, said that she had, as we all do, presented the gift of almond roca to, I think it was visitors from Kitakyushu. And they looked at the gift and they said, well, what does this mean? And she said, oh, the pink is for happiness. The gold is for prosperity. So very nice. And we know that. Our next award is for the winner of the Exporter of the Year, Small and Medium-Sized Businesses. This award is going to CID Bioscience. All right. CID Bioscience is based in Camas, Washington. They manufacture and they sell equipment for plant physiology. As we see an explanatory video on CID Bioscience, I'd like to welcome their president, Leonard Felix, up to the stage. So let's see the video, and thank you very much for coming up while the video is being shown.
CID Bioscience provides instruments to plant physiology researchers around the world. We're exporting to over 35 countries, including China, India, Brazil, a number of countries in Europe, Asia, and South America. One of the things that makes CID Bioscience unique is the leadership style of our management team. Our customers are among the most brilliant researchers at universities and government agencies around the world. They expect that their products are going to be accurate and reliable. What we also do is engineer our products to be portable and easy to use. Thanks to the help of the Washington State Small Business Administration, Washington Department of Commerce, Export Council of Oregon, and especially the U.S. Commercial Service, not only have I been able to travel around the world, but I've also added fantastic distributors in Brazil, Mexico, Israel, Germany, and Poland.
We make tools for plant physiology researchers. These are people who are doing research in plants and plant life at typically universities all over the world. Our tools are portable devices that are built to go out in the field so that scientists can study plants in the natural environment, whether they're studying the plants for the purpose of improving agriculture or for the purpose of better understanding the natural environment. Our tools are all very cleverly designed, and then to that design we try to add world-class manufacturing and then explain them and make them usable so that students can spend their time doing plant biology research rather than spending their time working on learning how to use their instrumentation. Well, Global Awards, wonderful recognition because we work very hard at getting our products built here and sold elsewhere.
We're very proud to be a Washington State manufacturer. We're very proud to be a worldwide exporter. I and my wife, we're partners in this business, and we're manufacturers by choice, but we're exporters by necessity. How many plant physiology researchers do we have here in the room tonight? To make a viable business in manufacturing tools for plant physiology researchers, we need to go all over the world. If we've got more than 3 or 4 plant physiology researchers getting together in a room, we'll fly to Slovenia or to Sao Paulo or to wherever it needs to be to get our products in front of them and explain the products. You know, it's a wonderful business. In our last year, we did 30% of our business in China, 15% here in the U.S., 15% in India. And as my sales director mentioned, we've had the help of Washington State and the U.S. Commercial Service to break into markets in Brazil, in Europe, in South Asia, and many other locations. With regard to the significance of this date, 9/11, in 2001, I was safe within the confines of a large corporation. And so from a career standpoint, 9/11 didn't have an impact, but from a personal and familial standpoint, as everyone else, we suffered the gloom and depression that blanketed this country. As far as ongoing effects from that tragedy, we've ridden this volatility that has rocked our economy really for the past 10 years. There are several lingering effects that we're still struggling with. I acquired this business. I left the corporate world and acquired this business, which was a 7-person business in 2007. We've been able to grow the business from 7 persons to 15 persons, and indeed triple the payroll, which is very significant because that means we're adding very high-paying jobs, high-quality jobs, as well as maintaining all of the workers that were there previously. But we're doing it in the face of extreme volatility, trouble getting financing during the financial crisis, and terrible travel restrictions. One of the reasons that we do travel so much is because we can't bring our customers to Washington State to get training. If we try and bring even business principals to Washington State, they've got a terrible time getting visas. So we travel and we do conferences 2 years ago in Sao Paulo and last year in Singapore. And we're on the road all the time. Once, twice a year, we'll get a customer who's able to come see us in Camas. This is something that we see changing slowly, but very slowly. We've got tremendous support from the commercial service and tremendous support from the Washington State Economic Department, but the help hasn't come yet from, I guess, the U.S. State Department and the loosening up or the easing of visas. I hope someday in the future that we'll be able to have our distributor meetings here in Washington State and bring that revenue also to Washington State. I'd like to thank the World Trade Center, who's been very supportive, and John Brislin, who I think was one of the people who nominated us. And I'd like to thank the Washington State, who has helped us with their Gold Key service in Poland, in Germany, and in Mexico. I'd like to thank the U.S. Commercial Service, who has helped us with their Gold Key service in Brazil. And there's one other market, and in Israel. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here, and I hope you'll look us up on the web and learn a little bit about our products, and if you do know any plant physiology researchers, please send them our way.
Congratulations to you. That's great. Our next award now is Importer of the Year. Where there are exports, there must be imports, correct? Again, here's competition. Again, split into 2 categories. And the large